I have a problem. I've only got two hands and pretty terrible eyesight. So when I'm measuring something, I use a magnifying lens to see what I'm actually marking. And it does work, but it's not the most efficient solution. So I'm going to try and fix that. I've got a 3D printer and some pretty terrible CAD skills. How hard can it be to solve my very niche problem? First, we have to measure every real-world object that the 3D print will have to interact with. And that's standard. It's nothing special, but this really isn't what this video is about. This video is more about why I love 3D printing and how it can solve niche problems that exist only to you or very few people that there are no real-world solutions for. So, now we're in Fusion, you can see the very simple design that I've come up with, and it is a holder for the lens, a holder for the pen, and some sort of bridge between them. Now, there will be some fettling with tolerances and distances and angles, but it's a simple part. There's really no special technical requirements. And that's great, because this is exactly the kind of thing that 3D printers are useful for. Functional parts, quick iteration, and things that will help make your life easier. Now we have our first design. Let's 3D print it and see what the good things are and what the bad things are about it. So, we have our first version of the part. We printed in 27 minutes. It's got tree supports to make them easier to remove. And that's it. All we can do now is remove the supports and test to see what we need to change. Now, this is something quite interesting that I don't understand. The small end of the pen didn't fit in, but the lids and the rest of the pen, which is wider, did. I'm not quite sure how. Physics is just against me. And fitting the lens, we can see it's not perfect, there's just a bit too much room, and, well, on the pen it slides, which is good, but we don't want it to slide too much, we want to be able to keep it in place. Now we can grab a tape measure and test the angle, and it's nowhere near close. Well, I'd say 10 degrees out, but it doesn't work, that's the main thing. So we need tighter tolerances, a different angle for the lens, and these are pretty basic changes that we can do very easily. So let's jump back into CAD. Now, this wasn't exactly a time challenge, but I was rushing because I wanted to prove how quick designs and 3D prints can solve problems for you. And that made me miss out a clear... Well, I didn't change the angle, which is fine. We can still use this to test the tolerances. I just be more careful. Don't rush. Now we have version 2, we can remove the supports and see if these new dimensions fit our objects any better. As you can see, the lens is held in place much more securely, and there's only just a bit of support material on the bottom for cleanup. And the pen slides in fine and stays in place. So it's not going to work, but you may as well try and use it for marking. You can see here, you only get the tape, you don't get the lens, no matter what height you put it at, which, while it is a small lens, is possible. So here's a new part with a steeper angle this time, and here's another point against rushing. I can see now that I could have made the bridge portion shorter and it still possibly would have worked. And once the pen was in the right way, I put the lens in and could see the tolerance wasn't great. It's just a bit too small. That'll be down to the angle at which it printed, so I'll have to fix that for the next version. And this is the moment where I came to a realisation. This lens doesn't need to hold to the pen to free up my hand. Now, as we jump back into CAD for the next version, I want to talk about something that is hard for me, and that's clinging to your first idea. It always feels like this is the way to go, and you've invested so much time into it, and that's how you should continue. But it's often helpful to stop, think, and say, is this actually the right way to do it? Or am I just falling for the trap of, this is how I've started, so this is how it's got to end? For this version, the lens mount is exactly the same. The bridge is, well, it's just a bridge, but I'm attaching it to my finger. I'm using a slot in the mount so I can attach it to any finger. There's play in the part. This makes it even more versatile, as I can put it on either hand, and also it allows me to change the angle by sliding it on my finger rather than having any sort of hinge or a fixed joint at a set angle. Now, version 4 took even longer to print because of the way the support material had to be laid, but it was still only 40 minutes. Now, version 4, it worked well. Certainly not perfect, but definitely well enough for my needs. And this whole project altogether took me, I think, 2.5 or 2 hours and 40 minutes, which doesn't seem that long. Now, comparatively, for the problem, is it a long time to spend on fixing it? Well, yeah, it is. I'm not denying that. But it saves me no small amount of frustration every time I have to go to measure something, which, well, to me is a win, because that's exactly what I set out to do when I started this project. And, well, it was fun. I enjoy the process of making things, and to better your skills, to practice your skills, to just have fun, there's really nothing wrong with that.